Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Friday, the 4th of February. Back to the end of the week and back to the Guardian Sudoku again after a small hiatus yesterday. It didn't appear yesterday. I waited patiently for it to come on and it didn't turn up. So, Friday is a hard level game for the Guardian Sudoku. What's happening in the news? I see Facebook are moaning or in upset anyway after a huge drop of 26.4% on the stock market, which apparently works out at around $230 billion in value. I'm not sure what to think about Facebook. I use it and enjoy it sometimes, but it is also, obviously being used nefariously sometimes as well, I think. But the reason they apparently have lost is because the number of users is going down. But don't they already have everybody on the planet? I mean, the number of users can't continually go up, can it? I mean, when we run out of human beings, everybody that has a telephone probably already has it, unless you've deleted it or something. I mean, it seems to me that the model of persistent growth, which is how capitalists love to value companies, everything has to have continued growth. In terms of number of subscribers, seems to be ridiculous because and apparently that's why the stock fell, because the number of new subscribers fell, or daily views fell or something like that. But I think surely they should judge make their judgments on other things like revenue, income. I'm not sure how they did on that. Anyway, yes. Anyway, the other thing I was going to mention was that I used to like using Facebook a lot more, as I used to see a lot of posts from my family. I have family members dotted around the planet, I suppose, and it was a convenient way to see, family news and see pictures of babies and stuff like that and how they're getting on. But over the last couple of months, I tend to notice when I log on, the only thing that I see really are jazz pictures and stuff like that, because I do subscribe to quite a lot of jazz stuff. The occasional Sudoku thing comes on, but mostly it's kind of jazz and a couple of what do you call them? Groups. That's it. They're groups that I'm in, and it's nearly all that, and photographs of places where I used to live and stuff like that, and hardly ever see pictures or posts from family members anymore. So I think they've changed the algorithm or something, and maybe that makes it less attractive to users. There we go. Let's get back onto Sudoku. More interesting than Facebook, I think. How do we play this game? Well, if you've never played the game before, here's a very quick rundown. I'll grab my pen. We have a grid of 9 squares across, 9 squares down, and 9 squares within these blocks here. And our task, should we choose to accept it, is to fit numbers 1 to 9 in each of the rows, columns, and blocks. That's it. That's all you need to know. So how do we go about doing such a thing? Well, we say, for example, that 5 is already in this column and cannot reappear in this column. So these 4 empty squares clearly cannot be 5 because each number appears only once, right? So these 2 squares certainly can't be 5. Let's see about this 5 in this column here. Well, it means that these 3, these 2, and these 2 down here cannot be 5 since it's limited. Now, we know that we need a 5 in this block here, right? And 5 is already banned from this square and this square and this square and this square. So it means that 5 must fit into that square there. Six blocks down here like this. So 6 is going to be in one of these 2 squares here. Do you agree? And that means that 6 will be banned from this column up here. So 6 is blocked up here, and blocked across here. So this square here has got to be 6. This column does not yet have a 2 in it. Now this 2 here within this central block here blocks both this square and this square. Okay, neither of them can be 2. And this 2 here stops that square from being a 2, so we have eliminated these 3 squares from being 2, and we therefore know that 2 must fit there. Five blocks down this column, 5 blocks up this column, and 5 blocks across this row here. So 5 is going to be in that square there. Three blocks across this row, 3 blocks across this row, and 3 blocks down here. So that's a 3 we can place there. Nine blocks up this column, and 9 blocks up this column, and 9 blocks across there. We don't yet have a 9 in this block here, so 9 fits there. This column doesn't yet have a 7, but this 7 here blocks both of these 2 squares, so we know that 7 must be there. This 7 also blocks here, and 7 blocks across there, so 7 will in fact be in that square there too. It's a strange looking 7. It's morphing. 8 blocks across here, meaning 8 is in one of these 2 squares, which in turn will block back here. So now we have 8 blocking across here, 8 blocking across here, and 8 blocking up there. So that's an 8 we can place there. And the last number we need for this column is a 1, so we can fit that in there. Putting blue on my hands again. This column doesn't yet have a 4, but this 4 intersects here and stops this square from being a 4, so 4 must be here. The last number that we need for this column is a 2. We don't yet have a 2, so let's put that in. This 2 also blocks down here, meaning that's a 2 there. And if you remember, this 8 blocking across here is going to give us an 8 there. And the last number we need here is a 4. Now, missing number up in this column is a 1. We don't yet have a 1, so let's put that in. Right, we've finished with our easy numbers now. We got a lot of easy numbers. It's supposed to be a hard level game, but you know, as always, we are given some easy numbers at the beginning, and then usually we have to stop and think a bit. So maybe we're at that stage now. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure if this is going to be useful or not, but I do see that 5 and 8 block across here and 5 and 8 block down here. So 5 and 8 are blocked across here, and 5 and 8 are block across here, and 5 and 8 block down here. Blocked, blocked, and blocked on 2 numbers, 5 and 8. So we can in fact say that both of these either of these squares contain 5 or 8. So we do have that extra information. Okay, 5 and 8 must go here. So is that going to tell us anything else? Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. 6, 1. Oh well, I thought that might do something, but it hasn't really. Okay, so now I need to look elsewhere. Okay, up here, 1 and 2 block across here, so 1 and 2 are in these two squares here. Is that going to tell me anything useful? Knowing that this is 1 and 2, 9s will be there. Um, Let's work out the missing numbers here. So 1 and 2 are here. So in these squares here, we need 3, 4, and 8. Any information on 3, 4, or 8? Only a blocking 8 here. And in fact, 3, 4, and 8 are also the missing numbers here, aren't they? 3, 4, 8 here, 3, 4, 8 here. Okay, it's turning out to be more interesting now. Okay, 2, I've got you now. 2 blocks this square, 2 blocks this square, 2 blocks this square, 2 blocks this square, and 2 blocks this square. So we have intersecting 2's there, 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 and down here. So in this column of all of those empty white squares, only that one is not affected by a 2. And now 2 blocks across here, 2 blocks down here, and so that's a 2 in that square there. Now I'm still wondering if we have any more information. This was 5 and 8, so then the missing numbers will be 1, 5, and 7. So okay, 5. Okay, no, sorry, 1, 6, and 7. I take that back. Okay, this is 5 and 8, right? 6 blocks down here. So this can't be in these squares here. So 6 has to be there. So this has got to be 1 and 7. Now, if you remember, we had 1 and 2 here, so 1 blocks up here, mean that can't be 1, so that's our 1 there, and that's our 2 there. Now, 2 blocking across here, up there, down there, that's 2 there. And because we know this is a 1 in one of these two squares, blocking up here, 1 blocking across here, and 1 down here, we also know that 1 must be in that square there. Still can't place this, 1 and 7, okay, but we'll keep it in mind. So that 5 and 8 did turn out to be useful after all. It just took a while to find it. 6 blocks this square here, so 6 appears here, and 1 is the last number we need for that block. And then along this row here now, we can put in our 7, and now we know, of course, 1 must fit there. 1 digit missing across this row. I can't see what it is. It's a 7, isn't it? Okay, so 7 blocking up here, 7 blocking across here. Puts a 7 into that square there. Okay, missing numbers here are 1 and 9. Still can't tell which is which just yet, so we haven't quite finished yet. Still got a bit more work to do, but it's coming along reasonably well, I think. Okay, this column does not yet have a 9, but this 9 blocks this square, and this 9 blocks this square, and so we can say 9 must go there. Okay, missing numbers in this row here are 1, 6, and 9. 1, 6, and 9, okay? Now we've got a 1 blocking this square, or a 1 here blocking this square, and a 6 blocking this square here. So 3 empty squares. This square can't be 1, can't be 6, so we deduce that it must be 9. And we know that 1 and 6 are in these squares here. Now, knowing that 6 is here, so 6 blocks across here, 7 blocks across here. These squares are 6 and 7. So we have just one number to find here, right? We know that this has to be 6 or 7 because 6 and 7 block across here like this. So the missing number here has to be 4. This is 6 and 7, so the missing numbers here are 4 and 5 here. Now we've got 4 blocking up here, 4 blocks across here, 4 blocks up here. So this is 4 like that. 5 blocks across there, so 5 is there. This 5 stops this square from being a 5. 5 goes there. 8 is our last number here. 8 blocks up here, 8 blocks up here. 8 is there. Or you could simply search down this column and find a missing number. Same result. Okay, going very well now, I think. Not a great deal more to get. But we still have to get it, right? I mean, you've still got to put the work in, as they say. Right, what else? What did I say was missing over here before? I've forgotten now. 3, 4, and 8, I think, isn't it? 3, 4, and 8 are missing from this row. 1, 2, no 3, no 4. Yeah, 3, 4, and 8. Okay, so now we have 8 and 4 both intersecting this square here. So we know that's got to be a 3. And now we can say 3 blocking down here, 3 blocking across here. So that's a 3 there. Now we only have one digit missing across this row, and it's a 9. So let's put in a 9. And that stops this square from being a 9. 9 goes here. 1 is there. Now we have one number missing from here, which I think is a 6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. It is indeed, and the missing number here is a 1. Okay, almost done now. Where should we look? Over here we've got the 6 and 7 in those squares, isn't it? Okay, so 6 blocks up here. That's our 6, that's our 7. 7 blocks up here, 7 blocks across there. 7 goes there. 3 blocks up this square, 3 is here, 4 is there. 3 blocks this square, 3 blocks this square, so 3 is in that square. Missing numbers here now are 4 and 8, I think. So we have an 8 blocking here. That's an 8, and that's a 4. 4 across here, 4 across here, puts a 4 in that square there. 6 stops that square from being 6, so 6 is here, and 8 is the last number that we need to complete today's Guardian hard level puzzle. Not really a hard level puzzle, but quite an interesting one anyway, maybe a medium level or something. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that game, and I hope to see you later with a bit of luck, although I'm not sure about today's games. Bye bye.